and it's still thinking, and we're live.
Hi, welcome to StockinetteZombies. I'm Amy, also known as Jane Itma.
And I'm Megan, also known as Just Run It, and this is episode 504. I was flipping it earlier. You were probably like, "What is she talking about?"
Okay.
I was saying 405. I just heard it in my head as I was trying to say it here. Fun with saying the wrong things. It's a Friday. Feels like it's been a long week. Last
Yes.
week I was in Chicago, brought something back with me, and then I think I gave it to
Oh,
my baby. And he tested positive for influenza B this week.
oh,
Um, yeah, so mom went to Chicago and partied it up with her work friends and came back and gave influenza B to my youngest. So that's fun. And then I've had some like laryngitis, couldn't hear me speaking through whatever was going on. But not like full blown influenza like poor Quinn had. So yeah, um, I think knock on wood, we've had A and B. Let's not go for the trifecta with COVID.
yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that it it's been hitting the people at work and thankfully not me, so I'm crossing my fingers and
Mhm.
that I'm not gonna get the big bad down. I've had colds, don't get me wrong, but not the ones that like you and my coworkers have.
Yeah, it's for real.
Yeah.
It's no joke. Like it's definitely taking people down for like weeks at a time, which is crazy. Um, but yeah, again, my commentary on the world as it were. I think even if we were having it just a horrible cold and flu season, I don't know if it could rise above some of the noise of everything else that's going on. Like, would we hear about it? Who knows?
Yeah, I don't know.
Anyway, yeah, maybe not here in Minnesota. We
Right.
wouldn't hear about it, but yeah. So trying to like, yeah, yeah, hold on to the things that make me happy. So favorite things
Sure.
is a great thing to celebrate. That we did have a little
Yes.
bit of administrati, unless you had something else you wanted to chit chat about.
No, not really. I'll bring it up in my favorite things.
Excellent. All right. So, yeah, the Patreon members and soon everyone got on the announcement, announcing it here, and then we'll be putting it out on Discord and other places that we are craft along for the Stockinette Zombies this year is going to have some overlap. I think I may have alluded to that in previous discussions or previous podcasts. But yeah, so the theme is PJ Party. So Park and Jesse PJ Party. The Snuggle Vibes craft along. So they have a ton of what I consider just really great like loungewear or snuggle in wear and yeah, trying to increase the involvement in this craft along. So there's tons of ways to get involved. You pick a pattern by Park Williams or Jesse Made, and then you get an entry for posting the yarn that you picked out for the project, the yarn and the pattern combo, a picture of your whip, and an entry for every FO. So the two are the picture of the yarn and the whip. Those are just an entry a piece, but every FO that you post, you get an entry. I would assume that you'd get the third, but maybe of that trifecta, but maybe not. Maybe you finish something else after you've cast on a million things, and the two posts that you did are not the FO. And then also we're going to have some Zooms, one of which will be public. So if you are a Patreon member, you'll have access to all of them. But the public can join one of them and get an entry there for the craft along and sprinkle some prizes throughout. And we'll be posting the grand prizes at the end here shortly. Just got to get our ducks in a row there. So Yeah, super excited about it. Super excited that our ZK members can also participate as part of our ZK craft along and get imaginary points, as well as like win real things. I don't know why we haven't done that before in the past, but a good little crossover. And yeah, I know I'm super excited. Jesse posted that today, I believe today, maybe it's just this weekend, is her 43rd birthday. So she's got 43% off
Ooh.
of her patterns. If that's not a great incentive to jump in and join the PJ party, I don't know what is. Amy and I were plotting about the things that we wanted to cast on, and you'll see in my favorite things, I bought some yarn for one of the cast-ons where I cross-enabled myself with some of the ZK promotions I've been doing out on Instagram, or at least prepping for them. And yeah, I'm super excited about it. That'll be going out. We'll get a dashboard up shortly in the form. So as you are making your plans, and then yeah, the Zooms will be announced shortly as well. So lots of things a brewing, but ultimately very excited about it. Had so many things that I want to make of theirs.
Yeah, definitely a harvest flower.
Yep.
And I've been still eyeing the school supplies
Mhm.
one for sure. So
I wore
maybe
that
this
to
is
my conference in Chicago and got so many compliments. And then when I showed people, like, this is the combo of these two yarns, like, I had the picture up, they were like, it blew their minds. They were like, no way. And I'm like, yeah, this is the alchemy and magic of knitting. So yeah, that was pretty fun. But yeah, school supply is a fun one.
cool. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I was trying to show them the picture of like what it's supposed to look like. I'm like, I kind of like not old lady it, but like aged it up a little bit for me. Like it's not as cropped, whatever, because they were saying they liked the split hems. And I was showing them the pattern and they were like, oh my God, is that the instructions to make it? Because I was like scrolling through the pattern. I'm like, yeah. And they're like, oh my gosh, wow, like a programming language.
haven't
Really?
thought about how big some of those patterns are and how impressive that would be. That's funny.
And this one's is not particularly complicated. She does a really good job of
True.
describing it in the pattern, but yeah, lots of like, parentheses for all of the different sizes. And yeah, it was fun to kind of give them a little taste of the knitting world. But yeah, I'm interested in one of my bigger projects that I want to do is the Jet Set pants
Oh
by
yes, yeah,
Park.
for sure.
Um, I've long looked at those and I'm like, these would be so great for we literally have a PJ party at ZK. So gonna try to make some pants. Park has a zap cap, which I probably want to cast on sooner rather than later, as like fingers crossed the weather is warming up here and may not need a hat. And then there's a couple of like the ripple crop that I've made some of the more like bralettes, smaller
Mhm.
items. And I've always kind of thought that it would be nice, like PJ, like to have a PJ knit item where it's just like a short sleeve shirt that I would
Mhm.
wear. I would wear to bed rather than a cami. But yeah, I'm super excited about all the patterns.
Yeah, I think I'm overwhelmed, but I did already pick out my yarn for the school supplies, so maybe that'll just be my easy, like, okay, I can cast on because school supply, I
Sometimes you
got
need
it.
the decision. Yep.
Yes.
Past Amy
Hard to
made the
make.
decision for present Amy, and that's like you're gonna stick with it. Yeah.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep, for sure.
Excellent. All right.
All right.
I'm ready for favorite things.
Okay. So a few of my favorite things are a little non-knitting related, per usual, because I have a not favorite thing. I had to rip back my shawl, and it was quite a bit of knitting, so I was just sick. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to finish by the end of February, which makes me sad. I'll still get some points, but I won't get like the bonus points. So I'm trying to push through, don't get me wrong. But the straws just get bigger as you keep going, right? So they just get slower as you So I don't know if I'm going to make it. So to counteract that, my favorite thing this week, I volunteered at the Channel One Food Bank. I hadn't done that before in our area. It is the second largest food distribution center in Minnesota. And my crew with work and myself, we packed like almost a ton of food.
Oh.
So, how it works is the we get food in from different locations, but they might be bulk packed. And so we needed to repackage them. So you got fully geared up in your like hairnet and aprons and disposable gloves and make sure everything is sanitary. And then we repackaged some bulk items into smaller containers to then put on the food shelf. So almost a ton of food was repackaged in our 2 hours, and it was a lot of fun. So if you haven't done work with your local food shelf, yours might not be as large as ours. It's quite the
Mhm.
warehouse that they have going on there. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. And when I volunteer, another thing that I turn my brain off, I know that we need people who volunteer and have their brains on. Don't get me wrong. But when I volunteer, I just like to be told what to do. Just tell me what to do. Just set me down, tell me what to do. It doesn't matter what it is, I'll get it done for you. And that's my favorite thing about volunteering is being useful and not having to, necessarily click into my brain and, be the decision maker on anything. If somebody can just direct me, and it's just my happiest I am when volunteering. And don't get me wrong, if you can volunteer and organize and get people like me to get the thing done, so valuable. So, so, so valuable. I think my favorite thing of volunteering is the is the turn my brain off.
Yeah.
Yeah. But and then on a more commercial note, I have the artist CJ Henry. Did I talk about my juju
Yeah.
yet? Did I show you my juju?
I maybe.
Did you see this tin already?
No.
No. Okay. So I got my jujus. So
Hmm.
it's a play on Labubu. It comes in this really cute tin. So instead of a box that you open, and I'm gonna open it for you. I already opened it, but it's kind of reusable. So
Yeah. And again, I think I was thinking Labubu. I don't know that you've talked about your juju.
okay. So CJ Hendry is an artist that does pencil drawings, but she also does these conceptual pieces, and she has them graded in affordability. So
Mhm.
you can spend hundreds of thousands of dollars on a original art piece, or you can buy something as small as a flower or a patch, which is what I've done in the past, and those are like $5 each. And the Juju was only $25. Now, granted, it sounds like a lot for a little stuffed toy, but it's around the same price as a Labubu. So if you're gonna buy a Labubu, you can buy a Juju. Anyway, so I have my Juju. Um, and if people don't know what a Juju looks like, it's basically a knockoff of a Labubu that and on purpose. So um,
Cute.
so she did this bunny design. Everything was on purpose, AI generated. So she played with the AI to get the basic Juju, and then from there, worked with a manufacturer to get them produced. So some people were disappointed with her choosing to do an AI assisted art project, but I feel like, like, I don't know. I get that there's a statement behind it, but I'm not going to get too much into that. So I really liked the cute little guy.
Yeah, he's so cute.
So, Uh, Other blind boxes, you had an opportunity to get a plethora of designs. So mine is this little brown guy. It is on the higher end. So there were the numbers indicated how rare something was, and I think that this guy's a 10 out of 50 or something like that. So, or maybe not that high. You can see I'm so into this that I know all the details.
Yeah.
But there was like an all white one that was super rare. And I got one that was still kind of rare. He's a unicolor. He's all brown. Some of them had, different colors for their body and their ears and different things. But the solid color ones were not as many of those. So I really like my all brown one.
Mhm.
And then
I
I bought a.
think maybe seen on Instagram there's some clothes that you've made or you are making or
Oh, well, see, that was for the Labubu, but I
got
could
it.
put those clothes on this guy, no problem.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they
They
are
can share.
universal. Yeah, they
They
can
can
share
share.
for sure. Might need to do something a little bit different for the hats because the ears are quite different. And
Yes.
they have little beans in the ears. I don't know if you can hear that,
Mm-mm.
but they're weighted.
Yeah.
And
You mentioning that made me think of a conversation, probably too long of a conversation I had last night with my husband. But like, I guess like it's really splitting the country. Like if you are watching the Olympics and you can hear the drone,
oh,
like I hate it. I'm like, I can join a Zoom and it will take all of the mechanical noise out of the background if something is happening, right? Like it took the of your ear out, right? I'm like, can't they like just take that out and not whatever? And I guess the other side is that it's like when they do like the weather helicopters and they have like the fake like uh, um, copter blade
rotary.
sound to let you
Yes.
know that they're, reporting from the skies. I guess it's to
Yep.
let you know that the camera is actually a drone that is
Mm.
following the person down the hill on or down the luge track or whatever. And I'm just like, I think I can make that assumption about the noise.
So they're adding in this noise.
I don't know if they're
Okay.
adding it in or they're just not taking it out.
Okay.
But it's purposeful. Like they can take it out. It's purposeful that it's either left in or added.
Because I
According
remember
to
watching Speed Skaters and not hearing it.
yeah, so they must not be using drones on that. There must be like overhead cams that they're
No, they
following them
said it
with.
was a drone and it was
Well,
like a big deal because it's indoors and they were
okay.
deciding risk of.
New information for my theories.
Well, again, I thought that that's what I heard them
Mm,
talking about is that the drones were a new addition because they have to fill time, right? So they're just talking about
yeah,
all this stuff.
yeah.
Like, oh, everybody's really loving the drone shot, so you can really feel the speed of what these athletes are doing, and and it was
Sometimes it's not
controversial.
very obvious. Like sometimes it's like just kind of almost sounds like, especially in the luge, like the crowd maybe making noise. But now I
Oh,
can't unhear it. It's like this like
oh, it's a
whale low key like
oh.
and I'm like it's like nails on a chalkboard now.
So it's
But
like
so
the if
yeah.
you How I Met Your Mother. Do you remember the?
Yes, exactly. Yes. The ice has been broken for me, which is fitting, I guess, considering that a lot of these things are on ice. But yeah, I would say that the Olympics is definitely a favorite thing as I've kind of cozied in and we've been ill and I was out
Mhm.
traveling and whatever. It's like, oh, they kicked off. I'm able to every night kind of get involved and I'm a lover of watching sports. It's like one of the things that I enjoy most the about being able to sit and craft and be entertained by some of the personal stories and triumphs and whatever. Like it's just one of my favorite things. So that was great.
Yeah, I've been hearing a lot of different stories in clips because I didn't see the male ice skating, but I heard a lot about the guys like backflip with one leg
And
thing
Syria
and how
Bonnelly got,
yes,
knocked for it back when she did it 30 years
but
ago.
that's the French woman, right?
Hmm.
I heard she had already been out of medal contention and decided to do it anyway. So yes, she got knocked, but it was a banned move. So of course you'd get knocked. But she decided
Yeah,
to do it just to have
yeah.
fun
I again,
because she was
he is
out of medal contention.
extremely talented, a generational talent or whatever. Sorry, we're getting into the Olympics here, but my what gave me pause, and again, it's just like my Midwestern like modesty gene is like he named himself the Quad God, and I was like, oh, that takes some bravado to like throw God at the end of a title for a moniker for yourself. My husband's like, it's just his personal branding. Like, get over it. And I'm like, just can't get over the fact. Like, if somebody else calls you a quad god, awesome, right? But like, he named himself that. I'm like, come on. Anyway,
Well, I guess I just want, yeah, the reason it was banned was somebody early days had done it and they said too dangerous. And that
mhm.
gal who had landed it in the Olympics was out of medal contention when she did it. So it wasn't that she knew it was banned. She
Yeah,
knew
and it
what
was the
she
first time it had been legally land like part, where you weren't
Yes.
docked for it. But yeah, I could see again, I don't know, doing flips. I'm sure there's things that happen when you're doing like the normal moves and whatever, but like putting major divots in the ice, I could see why they would potentially have banned it or at least dock people. But yeah,
You don't see it, but they're zamboning that ice
I
a lot.
know, I know, I know. Probably, yeah, a ton. Yeah. They got to keep that ice pristine for everyone. I'm
Yes,
also
everybody
really
has the
enjoying,
same playing field.
yeah, also really enjoying. I think I showed you last week. We haven't done a whip since I cast it on, but like I've got this
Mm.
bag of single ladies, of DK single ladies that I'm throwing into a blanket, much like you. I'm trying trying to get it to at least where it's square. I made it very wide. By the end of the month so that I can get,
Oh,
yeah.
geez.
And I'm showing you all my ends. I have so much end. Like every time I set it down, I'm like, oh, I should leave in ends. I'm like, no, get it to square and then clean up your ends. So yeah. But yeah, really enjoying it. It's another one of those like single lady uses. All my single ladies of DK that I had kind of like, oh, that would be bam a hat, right? It's like bam a square or at least like a fifth of the skein per square, so or a fourth of the somewhere between a fourth and a fifth of the skein um, in a square. So yeah, feeling good about that, loving that Olympics blanket crocheting. And yeah, as I mentioned, making some plans for our PJ party. I got enabled by Natural Sister, which is part of Beautiful Sister, which is Screaming Hills Farm on Instagram. Oh my gosh, she's got such beautiful photography of her girls and her flock. And so I bought for the harvest flower a this is a sport weight Cormo and Corriedale in the
Mm.
hollyhock colorway. Like again, she does a pretty good job. Like she's got some really cool breeds on, but like most of them are marked on whether or not they're like next to skin soft. And
Mm.
I would definitely say that this one is. Again, my sweater that I'm wearing here is some of that Barrett Wool Co. A little rougher, so maybe I've worked my my tolerance up a little, but this does feel like it will be super soft. And that Cormo is in there for sure, and it's got a nice bounce to it. Um, so yeah, I think I've got some leftovers from my stripes sweater that will end up being the flower and the stem and the pieces from, oh, why can't I think of the base? Northern Bee. It came in those little
Rain.
knots. Yeah, marine. Yeah. So I've got those, and I'll have this as a nice like neutral to have those things pop. I did have some darker colors that I was thinking about bringing into that and making the color work lighter. But most of the finished objects that I looked at, I liked the ones where there was like a lighter neutral as like the main color, and then the other things popped. And then as a complete splurge, because I was like, oh my gosh, that's so pretty. She has this cloud to tea base, which
Mm,
is targy and naturally dyed silk. And like you can see there's these flecks in there. And oh
that's
my
really pretty.
gosh, it's so soft.
Okay.
It's so soft. Again, with the silk, I think, in addition to the targy,
What's the
it's just
percentage?
it just says targy naturally dyed silk. Maybe on the website it would have the
Okay.
percentage,
Or
but
is the
yeah,
silk just the knot?
maybe. I don't know. It feels like there's a strand that's in there as well. Again, you're probably
You're
not.
enabling me. I'm just looking at it.
I don't know. I don't know what I'll make with it because right now I'm like, I want to hoard it. It's very, my intuition is like it's very soft and very fabulous, and kind of know the sheep that some of this came from, right? Which is so
Yeah.
so cool. So yeah, super love that. Got several skeins of it as well. Yeah, I would grab it if you want it, Amy, because that was going to be my in my cart when
Oh,
I
okay.
get to promoting the beautiful sister. So everybody is hearing about it here, and will also be hearing about it on Instagram when I post. But yeah, super excited about the super unique bases. Being able to kind of know the sheep. Had a moment. I was wearing a different color work sweater where the main color was undyed while I was at this conference. It was kind of a throwback and older sweater.
Mhm.
And I was like, people were like, oh, that's so beautiful. And I was like, this is literally the color of the sheep. And they were like, no way. Yeah, yeah, way. Again, I don't know if people were just humoring me, like, oh, Megan likes crafts. We're gonna be actually excited about it. But like, yeah, I felt like I blew a couple of people's minds while I was there with some of my sweaters and some of my like, yeah, knowledge about stuff. They were talking about cashmere. I'm like, you realize that's a goat, right? And they're like, no, it's not. I'm like, it is. In other languages, I guess there's not words for goat. There's just like something else, sheep.
Yeah.
So yeah. Anyway, it was fun conversations. Again, another a favorite thing, I guess, sharing some of my joy here as well as with people in real life. So yeah, and natural sister or yeah, beautiful sister also sent really kindly this fun little. I'm trying to
Hard.
say, yeah, who the artist is there. But yeah, very fun. Yeah.
The butts are cute.
Yes, they
Some
are.
of them are facing the wrong way.
They didn't get the memo. They didn't get the memo. Either did the one up top, right? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Anyway. But yes, that was a fun package. I saved it for my return, so I was able to open it recently. So yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm still doing my ins and outs, and I'm still negative for the year. So that's giving me pause on purchasing anything right now
Yeah,
because,
I don't know. Again, this seems like the cloud tea seems kind of like an exclusive base. I don't know how much they have of it, or if it will come with them to ZK, which is kind of what gave me pause. I was like, oh, I want to
right.
feel that. Do I wait and think that they will possibly have it at ZK to feel, or do I purchase it so
So
that
how
I
many
can feel it?
teas did you get?
Let's see. I got four.
Okay, four. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
250. So I figured I could make, a sweater with four
Mhm.
of them in the sport weight. So
Okay.
yeah.
Okay,
Um,
sport weight. Oh yeah, I'm just thinking about how many I would need to purchase in order to, math.
Okay.
Never know.
Anyway, hope everybody is enjoying their own favorite things and super excited about our craft along. So please
Yeah.
make plans to join us. So,
All right.
especially with that discount, like use it now.
Great.
Yep.
Bye.
Five to, all right, I gotta jump. 9 o'clock.
You too. Bye.
Bye.